Top 5 ROM hacks that you should play this week. Let's get started. Pokémon Shadowstone. Now, this game is a ROM hack that I think is based on Pokémon Ruby in particular, and it is quite an awesome looking one. So, first and foremost, what are the features of this game? Well, it's got a story where it's not your birthday, but regardless of that day is the day you'll be receiving your first Pokémon, and you go to the professor in a nearby town, but unbeknownst to you, there's a diabolical team called Chimera that also plans to meet with the professor and kind of do some sketchy stuff. And you get to explore a brand new region called R.O.W.E, where you get to chase down Team Chimera and their hostage Pokemon, which they've now stolen from the professor. Now, some of the features that you can find in this game are the following ones. You've got the Delta species. This is a species of almost like regional forms, like the ones you've seen in real Pokemon games outside of ROM hacks. And these ones are specifically based on the ones you can find in the Pokemon TCG somewhat. And these are made altered by the Delta machines. There's a machine that kind of creates them to be like this. And many of the region's Pokemon have been transformed into Delta forms, and this has changed their typings, and they have new sprites and movesets, so there's loads of new Pokemon you can actually find, but they'll be based on original Pokemon. You do also have a quest log as kind of a way for you to kind of minimize all the space for where all your quests are, so you can kind of have them all in one place, and you can do loads of side quests in this game, so there's loads of objectives that you can do outside of your main objective, which is to find this Chimera team, so that's one of the things. You also have Chaos and Reputation, so this game is all about your actions, so it's very much going to vary according to what you do. So if you make a decision that is bad, well, that's going to cause chaos, and it's going to maybe affect your reputation in the game, so your playstyle will make a big impact. There's also the Light Watch, which is kind of like an invention where you can have your town map, your phone, your friendship checker, your radio, and a Who's That Pokemon minigame as well. You also have the post-beta content in this game, which currently the game is kind of in a weird space in terms of completion, but you will have a lot of stuff like that. You also have Inverse and Sky Battles, and Honey Trees and Hidden Grottos, and loads of mini-games. The Low-Case Casino, the Namur Bug Catching Contest, and the Civitate Daily Tournament. So there's plenty of stuff you can do outside of just the base stuff. So you got loads of stuff to enjoy, and this game has currently a beta out that you can go and download right now. Next up is Project Steelheart, or Pokemon Steelheart. Now, what is Steelheart? Well, it's a project that aims to make a ROM hack out of Pokemon Black 2 to tell the story of the R.O.W.E region 10 years after the events of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. So this is actually kind of like a follow-up or sequel, so to say, to the original game Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, but based on the Pokemon Black 2 ROM, so it's kind of using that as a basis. But what's it all about? Well, it's taking place 10 years in the future when things have changed and some things have happened that you may not be ready for, and there is a massive story to go through, but I'm not going to be spoiling all of that. But there is loads of features that you can expect, like side quests. You've got 3D cutscenes, which will be pretty awesome. You also have difficulty modularity, so you can actually change the difficulty of the game as well. And there is a comic tie-in. Yes, that is really weird to say, but there's going to be literally a comic to tie in with the story here. So this is awesome for anybody who did play the Gale of Darkness and wants to see a bit of a continuation of that story in one way or shape, even though it is fan-made at the end of the day. But there are other ones that have also been made, but I think this one is one of the cooler ones, especially if you like ROM hack type games, then this one is for you. So give it a shot, give it a look, and try it out. Next on the list is Pokemon R.O.W.E, or R.O.W.E if you want to call it that. This is an open world version of Pokemon Emerald, and it is quite incredible. It actually has so many features, so let's go through all of them. First of all, there's Gen 8 Pokemon. So yes, if you want to see your, whatever it might be, Rillaboom or Cinderaces, they are in this game, and it takes place, of course, in the Emerald world. You have falling Pokemon, and you also have costumes that you can wear, and much, much more. But that's not even the most crazy stuff. This game, like I said, is open world. Now, what does this mean? Well, basically, this is a game where you can explore the region of, I guess, Hoenn in this case, in any order you want. So, whatever gym you want to take on, you can go and take that on first and foremost before you do anything else. And that's just some of the stuff. There is loads more. For example, you get to have falling Pokemon, as mentioned, tons of quality of life changes to get your team without having to breed to get IVs and abilities and all that. You got the Egg Move Tutor. You get to choose between 9 starters to get one randomly, depending on what you want. You have 3 different game difficulties, easy, normal, and hard. So yes, there are game difficulties in this as well as options. Regional music options, so you get to choose between Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh music. Randomized mode, so if you want just everything to be random, that's possible too. Double battle mode, so every fight is a double battle. Inverse mode, where every, the types are inverted. Perfect IVs mode, so everything has 31 IVs. No EVs mode, so none of those. And random party mode. You also have the Little Cup mode, mode, no need for HMs, in-game wonder trades as well, nature mints, a way to change the Pokeballs of already caught Pokemon from all of the 8th generation so far, auto run option up to 120 TMs, and there is so much more, like Mega Evolutions. You can find rare Pokemon with the Dex Nav, which is in there, yes, Gen 8 flying taxis from the beginning of the game. You got the Name Raider, Move Reminder, Move Deleter, and IV Checker on all the Pokemon centers, decapitalized text if you want that, and you get to press B to just surf faster as well. Basically, this game is stacked with features. There is so many options, but that's also what makes it so fun, because yes, it is technically just Emerald at the end of the day, but it is open world Emerald. You can take it on in any order you want to, which makes it so different from any other game that I've seen try to make a ROM hack of Emerald. It's just a different approach in a different game at the end of the day. Next up is Pokemon Legends Arceus GBA, and yes, it is just as the name says. This is a remake of Pokemon Legends Arceus that recently released, but in GBA format. That means it is basically made to look as close to as possible to Pokemon Legends Arceus, but of course being made in the style of like an original Pokemon, you know, a GBA ROM hack style type game. So it is using Fire Red as a basis, but the actual world and everything is intended to look just like Legends Arceus and to give you that same experience that Legends Arceus gave you. Or if you haven't played Legends Arceus, this is a way to play it without having to pay for it, or if you don't have a good enough computer to run an emulator version of Legends as well. So what does this game offer? Well, it offers the story of Legends Arceus as well as the region of Hisui for you to explore, take a look at, and have fun in. Now, I should warn you, this game I think is in either Spanish or Portuguese, so it will be a bit hard to play it at the current moment. There might be a translated version in the future, but just keep that in mind, because it might be a bit difficult to play it because, well, currently the beta is in Portuguese, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's definitely one you should check out though. And next up is Pokemon Viral Space. Now, this game is a bit different. So you are essentially a young boy and girl who moved to the Litho region with your mom. In the Litho region, you're old enough to become a Pokemon trainer already, so you immediately get enrolled for the Pokemon school, and after graduation, you get to enjoy and journey throughout the Litho region with your newly made friends and explore all kinds of different landscapes and region, places that the region has to offer. But what are some of the actual features in the game? Well, a classic Pokemon adventure through an entirely new region, so you're going to experience the kind of similar, structure that you may have seen in the past for a Pokemon game. The game is a story-driven journey with choices that may affect certain events in the game happening. You also have side quests, as some other games have as well. You got custom abilities, and some Pokemon have different typings, so you will see maybe possibly some regional variants in this, and all Pokemon will eventually be available in this game. And currently, if you want to play it, the game has about 3 gyms, and a bit after that for you to explore and have fun in, so give it a try, give it a look. I think it's worthwhile, because it is a just fun little ROM hack that's been created that I think you guys may enjoy. So definitely give Pokemon Viral Space a look. I think you guys may enjoy it. And as a bonus, I'm including a game that I think you guys should check out, which is Pokemon Chaos Dreams. Now, this game is quite different. So you get to explore a brand new vibrant region of flowers in all its breezy glory. This large region is divided into 2 brand new sub-areas, the tropical southern Johto and the more tempered Sinjoh. Many characters from the original Johto region will actually have migrated to this new region, and many faces from other existing regions will also make an appearance. Now, this game is really cool. It features brand new Pokemon. In these mysterious lands, you will encounter many new friends. About 70 new additions have been added. Some of these are actually designs that were originally meant for these games, from like the scrapped demo versions of the actual Pokemon Johto games. You also have new Mega Evolutions for certain Pokemon, which looks sick. You got Mighty Battles, which is these battles that consist of 2 versus 1 battles against abnormally strong Pokemon, kind of like the stuff you see in Legends Arceus a bit. You also have 12 gyms. Yes, I don't even know where to begin with that, but this game has many gyms, all of which have their own unique spin on how their battles actually work. So some are set up with like weather or terrain, and some have really nasty tricks up their sleeves. So you can always just be ready, and you should always be prepared for many surprises. But there is not just that. There's also a post-game, and guess what? There is Giratina involved. So the party doesn't stop once you become a champion. There is insanely tough gym leaders and rematches for you to take on, as well as gym or legendary hunts in this case, and legendary Pokemon that start hiding all around the region like Easter eggs that you get to go around trying to find. You'll have to defeat them in mighty battles in order to actually gain. So this is the big battles, kind of like Dynamaxing almost, or like I said, the kind of enraged Pokemon that you find in Legends Arceus and all that, the alpha Pokemon. So kind of similar to that. And guess what? The game also includes some buffs that some Pokemon really needed. For example, Pachirisu can now learn Bolt Strike, which, yeah, it's just to make certain Pokemon a little bit more difficult, a little bit stronger, and to make sure that the game has a little bit more intrigue to it. So definitely give this game a look. Chaos Dreams is definitely one of the more different games, because it doesn't have that, like, more, you know, modern looking style for a Pokemon ROM hack, because most are based on Fire Red, Leaf Green and stuff. This one is based on the original Gold Silver style, so keep that in mind. It is a bit of a different looking game, but personally I think it's worthwhile and you should give it a look, give it a try, because it is definitely unique and special. And that's it. Thank you for watching.